Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru, coming out here with Dallas Cowboys mock draft 70.0. Yes, that's right, people. 70.0. And that's just what I've published. Imagine how many I didn't publish. Uh, let's see. Tomorrow I'll be doing 5 to 10 more draft prospects. Nate Dogg, what's up in the house? Thank you for jumping in. Tomorrow I'll be putting 5 to 10 more prospects, and most likely I got to do a 32 team first round mock draft. I think it's 6.0 edition or 7.0 edition. I got to look into my files. All right, listen, people. If your top player is not on this board, yo, don't yell at me, bro. Don't throw rocks at me. Don't throw tomatoes at me. Because we cannot talk about the same people every single week. Like, if you want to listen, there's plenty of channels for you to go out to, and you can hear Austin Gentry and Amika Abuko, your first two picks. There's a million of those channels out there. This ain't one of them. I'm going to give you different picks every single week, because what fun is it talking about the same people over and over? But those other channels only talk about those same guys over and over because they don't watch college football, and that's all they know. So that's the narrative. Let's just pump the people we don't know. It shows who watches football, and it shows who really does. Don't get mad at me if we don't get your top pick. We'll get him again. Like I said, we have, like more than I think 100 days until draft day. At 12, Dallas, they stayed on the board. Best player on the board, Tyler Warren, tight end out of Penn State. Yo, I said this in the summer. This kid is going to be a freak. I said that he was number one of my first tight end classes in the summer, and I got all my books to prove it. They're talking about this kid like Kyle Pitts now, but they're talking about this kid like he's a legit. They're talking about him sneaking into the top 10. And all he is, and not to take anything away from him and his 1,000 yards receiving, but it also shows you how bad of a draft this is when a tight end is going to sneak into the top 10. No tight ends should be in the top 10. I'm sorry. Ever. This kid is just a freak, man. He plays running back. He plays center. He plays quarterback. He plays wide receiver. If you're older and you get it, he plays like Jeremy Shockey, but he's bigger than Jeremy Shockey. And I think he's more athletic than Rob Gronkowski, if you want to make a comp. It is what it is. Now, pick 44. Listen, I really don't care. This is what they do. I'm only putting what's out there. I'm going with best pick on the board at 54, Wyatt Mullum. Tackle, West Virginia. Don't ask me why. They had this kid playing. This kid is 6'6", 330. Hasn't allowed a sack at West Virginia in 3 years. 0 sacks, 3 years. And at the Senior Bowl, they just kept it playing this kid at guard. I don't think an NFL team has that plan for him. It just shows you who's coaching there doesn't know their ass from their elbow. Because his arms are an inch too thick, too small. We're not going to go by 3 years of tape, right? We're going to go by a measurement. That's why you guys get fired every single year. Joke. Pick 76, Edge. Come on, Rutgers. "30 tackles, 6 sacks." All right, listen, man. He falls into that issue where a lot of the edges in this class fit into, where there's about 4 to 5, I'm gonna go 6 maybe, legit NFL. Actually, Kamani Worker is 6'2", 265. But I'm gonna say there's like 5 to 6 prototypical NFL sized 4'3" edges. And when I talk about that, I mean like guys that are 6'6", 6'7", 280, 280. After that, it falls off a cliff. And the majority of edges go down in size. Don't shoot me, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. Listen, bro, I don't see this happening at all. I don't. But if I have to go with what's there, it's amazing. But round 5. Round 5. I don't even know if I said it, man. Whew. On an off week, the beard's best beard on YouTube. Yo, round 5. Kyle Monangai, Rutgers, running back. Bro, this kid had 1,300 yards in 2023. Led the division, led the Big Ten in rushing in 2023. He followed that back up with another 1,300-yard 2024 season where Rutgers was banged up at like every position and they lost multiple starters, and he still ground out 1,300 yards. One person asked me a while ago, how do you compare him to Austin Gentry? And I said, I don't. If you just look at their body size, just look at the way one runs, look at the way the other ones, and then just compare their body size. Austin Gentry has a very slender build. I'm sorry, he does. He gets his yardage. I ain't gonna knock him, bro. He gets his yards. I ain't gonna knock him. He has a slender build, where this kid is built more like a bowling ball. It is what it is, man. Pick 5, 170. Dallas Cowboys select defensive tackle Jonah Tafuna, University of Utah. 6'4", 320. Do not expect anything. Do not expect anything in the pass rush from this guy. This guy is there to stop the run. Throw him against Maxi Pad. Hopefully, we'll have 2 defensive tackles, but he's only there to stop the run, and that's it. And this past week at the senior ball practices, he was a load in the middle, and he solidified himself. He's a day 3 pick without a doubt. Like I said, you don't. Besides the Vita Veas of this world, you don't need to go round 1 on a 1-tech. You don't need to go round 1 on a running back, people. For everybody that wants to go running back, haven't the Chiefs gone to the last 3 Super Bowls with around 7 running back? They went to the last 3 Super Bowls. They went with around 7 running back, but yet Dallas has to pick their running back at 12. Good afternoon, Charlene. Boom. Hello? Whoa. Whoa. What's the matter? 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 You all right? Okay? Okay? Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? He made an appearance a couple of weeks ago on. He made an appearance on Talking Crazy, Cowboys Corner, a few weeks ago. He made his debut. Pick 172, we got Johanna Moheim, USC, 6'5", 310. This kid has started center, he has started guard, he has started offensive tackle. When you can start at 3 different positions, he's actually a chihuahua. So I'm joking. But when you can start at 3 different positions, you're gonna get yourself drafted. And this kid's a sleeper that I think the closer we get to the draft, the more this kid. Once the combine starts, the more they're going to start talking about this kid, barring he has an injury. 175, Dallas is going with Ollie Gordon, the second out of Oklahoma State. He showed up at the Senior Bowl heavier. It wasn't his fault. He played on a horrible Oklahoma State team in 2024. His horrible team was still 800 yards and like 13 touchdowns. You want to see? Go watch Ollie Gordon in 2023. That's what I'm saying. He's this draft's forgotten man. Everyone's forgotten about him already. Go watch Oklahoma State's 2023 Ollie Gordon at Oklahoma State. Then come back to me. The forgotten man. He's getting no love. I'll take him in a heartbeat. Next, pick 188, wide receiver. We got to get Dak, right? We got to get Dak some help. Keandra Lambert-Smith, 6'1", 190. Auburn. All right, listen. This kid was at Penn State. 1, 2, 3 years. And listen, it's crazy because I could say a million things about Penn State kids. Penn State, their football team. And everyone loves me. The minute I badmouth one Penn State kid, it's like, yo, that's it. You want to fight in the parking lot? I don't care. We can fight in the parking lot. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm trying to say? I just find it comical. The Penn State is the Dallas Cowboys of Penn State is the Dallas Cowboys version of the NFL. They can't beat a good team. It is what it is. You're never going to be national champions. Never, ever, not. Long story short. So, Drew Aller, deep ball, sucked. Has sucked. So, Keandra Lambert-Smith is a 6'1", 190 pure speedster. Had 1 year of eligibility left. And he's like, yo, screw that. I ain't staying at Penn State. Jumped in the portal, went to a horrible Auburn team. I gave you Jaquez Hunter. I gave you the running back from Auburn. I gave you the left tackle from Auburn and a linebacker. Like I said, Auburn, and then haven't given you him yet, but Rivaldo Mayweather. He's like a cross wide receiver tight end. So he went to was a talented team. And he pretty much eclipsed his 3 years of production at Penn State. He pretty much eclipsed that in one season at Auburn, playing on a team that wasn't that great. Yo, I'll tell you right now, Keandra Lambert-Smith is gonna be a day 3 surprise, bro. Remember that name. Remember that name. Dun, dun, dun. 211. Hunter Waller, Wisconsin, safety. 6'2", 220. Was nicked up a little bit this year. Bro, has had like over 100 tackles, 2 forced fumbles. The kid's just he is a nightmare. He's a nightmare against the run. He loves flying up. He might make a niche on special teams. Me personally, I think some team is going to look to draft him and be like, yo, let's put 10 pounds on this kid and throw him at linebacker. If it's throw 15 pounds on this kid, I'd throw him at linebacker. That is just a mad scientist in me thinking always. So we got Dallas mock draft Mondays, 70.0 edition. If you don't like it, next week I'll be giving you mock draft 71 point edition. Tomorrow I will be coming out with 5 more draft prospects. No, I'm going to come out with 10 more drafts. I got to get these 800 out. Tomorrow I'm going to come out with 10 more draft prospects. And then tomorrow I'm going to come out with a 32-team first round mock draft. Can't tell you anything about yesterday's game. I didn't watch a second of it. Didn't. I'm an extremist, bro. I'm a sore loser. I am. What do I care? What do I care about a game my team's not in? The fuck am I supposed to? You tell me. A very famous coach by the name of Vince Lombardi, who actually used to coach high school football in New Jersey. And my dad played on teams that played against them. And my dad's teams had a legendary coach also too. And my dad's teams used to kick their asses. But long story short, Vince Lombardi said, show me somebody that's not a sore loser, and I'll show you a loser. I don't care what I'm doing in life. I'm competitive. And I want to beat you. And if I don't, just go back to the drawing board. Because sometimes you got to have a plan A, a plan B. Sometimes you even got to have a plan C. Because we all know when you rock with the GWO, over and out.